Today we are going to familiar with MOS logic or logic families, NMOS, PMOS, and finally CMOS. First of all, we are familiar with metal oxide semiconductor logic, that is MOS technology or MOS logic. MOS logic have the very good at present time. It have many advantages as compared to bipolar logic family. These are simpler, cheaper to fabricate, require much less power level, better noise margin, and have greater supply voltage range and higher fan out, and require also it very less chip area. One disadvantage also associate this is slower in operating speed. This is NMOS and P MOSFETs. NMOS having this is three terminals: drain, gate, and source. With fourth terminal is substrate, and this is arrow the convention current. The arrow is going to inside of MOSFET, it is NMOS, and here it is outside, that is PMOS. Having the three terminals with four terminal is substrate. Okay, first one, NMOS inverter. Okay, this is NMOS because convention current is going inside the MOSFET. Okay, both are NMOS, and when drain and gate are short circuited, that it act as a resistor. And this is NMOS, and this is like a resistor, load resistor. This is V in terminal, that is the applied input voltage to this NMOSFET. When we applied the V in, that is high logic or plus 5 volt or VDD, then this MOSFET is on, and output is the current is flow through the drain, and the output across this MOSFET is low or logic 0. Just opposite this, when we apply to V in, that is the zero logic or low logic, then this MOSFET is off, no drain current flow through it, and the output is as logic high or VDD. It means this circuit is act as a inverter, but it is a NMOS inverter. So this circuit is act as a NMOS inverter. Okay, this is the operation, and we get the truth table for this circuit. V in, that is applied 0 or 1. When V in is applied to 0, Q2 is off, and V output across this is high logic, that is 5 volt or VDD. If we apply the high voltage or logic 1, then Q2 is 0 on condition, and the output is logic low level or 0. It means we can say this circuit is act as a inverter, but it is NMOS inverter. Okay, next move to NMOS NAND gate. This NMOS circuit or logic is used and NAND gate circuit. For this, we use two NMOS circuit connected in series. With the one NMOS transistor, one MOSFET, and MOSFET is act as a load resistor because drain and source are short circuited. This is act as a load resistor, and this is two NMOS are switching element connected in series connection. Okay, what happened when A and B is applied to both transistor? First of all, two inputs, it means we can apply 4 combination of inputs. If we apply 0 0, then both NMOS transistors are on, and the 0 0, that is the off, and the output is VDD, this is logic 1. When we apply to 0 0, we get the output is high logic. any one input either A or B is 0, okay, then we get the output is also logic 1. And if we apply both A and B is 1 1, then we get the output is logic 0. Means after apply the four combination of input, that is A and B, to the transistor Q2 and Q3, we get the output is like 0 0. Then both transistor is off, Q2 or Q3 will be off, and we get the output is logic, that is the VDD or power supply VDD or plus 5 volt. If any one of the both input, that is the A is 0 and B here is 0, then what happen, we get the same, that is the logic high. And if we apply the both are high logic, then both transistor MOSFETs are going to on and we get the logic 0 level. So this table is indicate the output of this table is indicate the output of NAND gate. So this circuit is act as a NMOS NAND gate. Okay, we get the truth table after apply the input combinations, we can say NMOS NAND gate. The circuit is act as a NMOS NAND gate. Next one, similar this, we can construct the truth table of NMOS NOR gate, or we can design a circuit for NMOSFET NOR gate. For NOR gate, two MOSFETs are connected in parallel combination, but with one NMOSFET is act as a load resistor. Okay, this is the circuit. One NMOSFET is act as a load resistor by the drain and gate terminal are short circuited, and two NMOSFET, that is the Q2 and Q3, is connected parallelly, and we get the output is here. If we apply A and B, here A and is B input of transistor Q2 and Q3, we get the output. For this we can draw the truth table A, B, Q2, Q3 and V output. If A and B both are 0 0, then transistor Q3 and Q2 is off and we get the output is VDD, that is the high logic. If any one of these transistor is 1, then corresponding the input, that MOSFET is on and we get the output is logic 0 and 0. And if we applied the both inputs are logic 1, then both transistors are on and we get the output as logic 0. It means this circuit is act as a NMOS NOR gate. So students, for NMOS NOR gate, we connect two MOSFETs are in parallel, and for NMOS NAND gate, we connect two MOSFETs and MOSFETs are in series connection. These are the MOS logic families. First one is simple inverter, that is NMOS inverter. Second one NMOS NAND gate, and third one is NMOS NOR gate. Okay, after that we are going to CMOS logic, that is complementary metal oxide semiconductor. What is the meaning of complementary? If we connect one NMOS with one PMOS, this is called complementary. Means we are taken both polarities MOSFET, that is N and P. So it is called complementary metal oxide semiconductor logic. It reduces the packaging density and has a small power consumption. This is CMOS inverter. Okay, this is the simple circuit of PMOS. We having the one is PMOS and one having the NMOS. NMOS the convention current inside the MOSFET, and PMOS is convention current from outside the MOSFET, and we get the output from this terminal. If we applied A, what happened? If we applied A, if we applied A as a high logic, that is 1, means Q1 is off and Q2 is on. Okay, and according to this output is 0, that is a logic low level. If we applied 1, if we apply to logic 0, 0, one transistor that is the PMOS is going to on and Q2 is 0, then we get the logic 1. PMOS is on. PMOS is on when the input is 0 volt. 0 volt, and that is the on, that is the PMOS, and here 1 is applied, that NMOS is on. It means NMOS is on for the high logic and NMOS is on for the low logic. This is simply CMOS inverter. It is act as a CMOS inverter. Okay, next one is CMOS NAND gate. CMOS NAND gate, already we are familiar with MOS NAND gate. For this, we are applied to two NMOS circuits in series. So here we also connect two CMOS in series. Okay, this is the CMOS. Okay, CMOS, that is the NAND gate, and one is CMOS NAND gate. This is the table. Input combination is 4, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1, and we get the table of NAND gate. And this is the CMOS NOR gate, that is the PMOS and MOS are connected in series with the CMOS and getting the truth table of CMOS NOR gate, that is A, B, Q1, Q2, Q3 and Q4. Because two transistors are used in CMOS, a two transistor used in C for series connection or parallel connection, and we get the output according to applied input. So in MOS logic families, is most important is CMOS logic family, but for the basic is start for CMOS inverter, CMOS NAND gate, CMOS NOR gate, as well as NMOS inverter, NMOS NAND gate and NMOS NOR gate. These are compulsory for the RTO exams. This is the logic family's important topic. This is CMOS. What is a buffered gate? The gate is buffered circuit have CMOS inverter in series with their output to suppress switching transient and to improve the sharpness of the voltage transition at the output. It is called buffered gate. It means buffered gate used CMOS inverter at the output of circuit. Okay, and the two property is improved. First one is sharpness of the voltage transient at the output. Okay, and second is suppress switching transient if any is present. And finally, we are familiar also a transmission gate. What is a transmission gate? A transmission gate is a digital control CMOS circuit. A transmission gate is a CMOS control circuit. It means it consists a CMOS circuit, that is Q1 at Q2, and that is the C, and this is the inverter at C bar, and Q1 and Q2 are CMOS circuit, and we get the output and we applied as the input terminal here, and this is the symbol of transmission gate. This is the symbol of transmission gate, that is the C bar, and this is the C, and A is input or Y is output. Students, please remember the transmission gate because it is based on CMOS, and we have CMOS topic in our syllabus. When C equal to 1, Q1 and Q2 are on or off depending upon the input of A. Okay, when C is equal to 1, here C equal to 1, the transistor Q1 and Q2 may be on. This transistor Q1 and Q2 may be on or off is depending upon the input of A. If A equal to 1, then Q2 is off and Q1 is on. If A equal to 1, it means Q2 is off and Q1 is on. Okay, then output is 1. When C equal to 1 and A equal to 0, then Q1 is off and Q2 is on, that is conducting in ohmic region, and output is low level. And C equal to 0 and both MOSFETs are off, transmission is not possible. This is very useful for the CMOS applications, when C equal to 0, both a MOSFET, that is the NMOS and PMOS, and the combination of this called CMOS is off, and transmission